go off. The next command is candle cartridge. I'm going to go into my cartridge box, pull out that paper tube. That's got everything you need. Musket ball on the bottom, black powder on top. Soldiers with occupied hands might use what to open this? That's right, 13. Pray! So I'm going to prime the pan with a little bit of powder. Shut pan! And then I'm going to cast the weapon about. Charge with cartridge. Everything goes in. Throw hammer. Ram down cartridge. Everything gets packed in nice and tight. Return rammer, which is important because if you don't return your rammer, what happens to it?
You lose it.
Yeah, you lose it and you fire it down range. You don't have it to load your weapon with. Shoulder, fire lock. This is the ready position. When everybody's in this position, you're going to get those last 3 commands. So when you hear me say make ready, if you don't like loud noises, that's a good time to cover up. Make ready. Okay, fire. And that, folks, is the sound and the noise of one of these weapons. Now I'm going to turn it over to the gun captain because we are about to do the morning artillery for you guys. So if you have any questions about the musket or the artillery afterwards, I'm certainly happy to answer any questions. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, so good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Oh, hi. I guess there's 3 people here today. Good morning, everyone else.
Good morning.
Hello. So we are going to talk a little bit about and fire that wonderful weapon right there, what we like to call our 6-pound brass battalion gun. Now, very conveniently, everything we know about the weapon is right there in its name. So we first off by describing 6 pounds. Now, you can probably take a wild guess and saying, yeah, it doesn't weigh 6 pounds. Then in reality, it refers to this thing. What's this? The cannonball, exactly. Now, what you may have seen, just to clear up something, in movies, TV, other these sorts of media, these cannons flying through the air, impacting the ground, seeing great big what? Yeah, explosion. Hollywood loves their explosions, like to do. They show you the pure explosive power of a shot like this. Behold. Yeah. It really isn't anything. Yeah, they don't explode. That's the reality. They're actually just 6-pound balls of iron. So it leaves us with a question. Why do we use them? We use it to disrupt the enemy. Think about this. How do we fight in the 18th century? Yes, linear lines, standing in lines. Very conveniently how this group right here in front of me is. And what we'll do is I'll fire this weapon about 1,000 yards away, send this cannonball skipping across the battlefield, impacting your line and taking out you. Surprise.
Surprise.
And then taking out you than you. Now here's the thing about this. We're less concerned what happened with these 3, we're more concerned about the people around them. Because what are you thinking? This person got hit by a cannonball. Yeah, this person got hit by a cannonball, what are you going to do? Run, right? I don't know, it doesn't really matter where you are on the line. If you're all the way down here at the end, and you see over here, this person gets struck by a cannonball, what are you thinking? Yeah. Do you think you're going to want to stick around? Exactly, and that's the idea. These weapons really come into their own as field pieces used against lines, and I think a British officer put it in the best way. He says that these weapons are being used to annoy the enemy at a great distance. You think this flying at you would be rather annoying? Yeah, that's the idea. So there we go, that's how 6 pounds work. We have 6 pounds, then brass. It's quite simple. The gun's made of brass, really bronze material. It just means that it's a much lighter weapon that we can carry around the battlefield very easily compared to heavy iron guns. So it's 6-pound brass, then battalion. It means it's being deployed with a battalion of soldiers, a collection of companies used on the battlefield against infantry, not a siege weapon. Those are different. We'll talk about those in a second. So 6-pound brass, battalion, then gun. It means it fires straight forward, just like our muskets. You saw Leanne shoot a little bit earlier. But now in the 18th century, we have different things. We have things like mortars and howitzers. Like that thing on the left. See that thing? That's called a mortar. Now that fires something a little bit different. That's this. It's a bomb. Yes, this is the Hollywood desired explosion. What you can do with this is fire it, and it will send a rainbow trajectory up and over enemy fortifications and blow up in the air and rain down shrapnel upon the enemy. Have you ever heard some song that goes something like bombs bursting in air, that sort of thing? Yeah, I think some of you people got it here. That's what this is. It's a bomb. Fire from mortars or howitzers. A howitzer is just pretty much a larger mortar on a carriage like that. They're very mobile. So now since we're here at Yorktown, we have different types of artillery, particularly siege weapons. Now what I got right here is a 24-pound cannonball. Now to demonstrate purposes, hold out your arm. You right here. Is this heavy, yes or no? Yes. Okay, imagine that flying through the air and impacting around you. What are you thinking? Run. Oh yeah. And if you're in a siege, you don't really got anywhere to go. If you're in a house being pelted with these things, they could tear it down, or we could break through fortification earthworks like that over there. That's what these 24-pounders are being used for. But of course, that's kind of basically how artillery will work under ideal situations. But remember, this is a war, so things aren't always ideal. So we're going to have to resort to certain measures if the enemy gets a little close. So let's set up a situation. All right, let's say you're a line advancing towards me and I'm away about 1,000 yards with this weapon. And I'm going to keep firing it at you over and over, taking out rows of soldiers. Now here's the thing. If I take out these soldiers right here, are you just going to stand there and take that? No. Yes. Yes, you will. Yeah. That's how you have to do it. You have to maintain ranks. You have to keep moving, keep marching, keep moving forward until you get maybe 300 yards away with this thing. And I will change my ammunition to this. Case or canister shot. It's a tin container full of a bunch of small iron balls that effectively turns my weapon into a great big what?
Shotgun.
Shotgun, yeah. And you can take out droves of soldiers when they're at point blank range. Very useful. Then if the enemy gets even closer to my gun, I take one of these things, a spike, run it in the back of my weapon, ram it down, and break off the top. It disables the weapon for the day. Effectively what I'm doing is I'm spiking my piece and running. Because the thing is, do I want the very awkward situation where the enemy takes my gun and turns it around on me? That's not a good look, is it? And so you can spike your piece and run. So that right there is a little bit of a description on how these weapons are being used on the battlefield. So what we're going to try to do here, and see if y'all are interested in it, what we can do is recruit a crew from the audience here and kind of go through a dry run of the whole process and show you a little bit how that works. Y'all interested in doing that? Yes, okay. I heard like two voices, but sure. Yeah. Yes, all right.
Yes.
So I'm gonna need to start recruiting my crew.
Go, Trevor.
Here. First person I'm gonna need is gonna be kind of a semi-mythical figure, which I think is a resume to follow there. It's gonna be our Molly Pitcher character, preferably a female, taller sort that can man the front of our weapon. Here. Anyone interested in doing that? You'd like to do it? Yeah, come on up. Yeah, report right up to the crew. Now we're going to need a loader at the front to work the other end of the weapon. Anyone interested?
Trevor.
Y'all seemed interested a second ago. Would you like to do it? Come on up. Now we need somebody who knows a little about math, science, trigonometry, work with explosives and bombs. You right here. Now we need someone to make this weapon go boom. The linstock holder. You right here. Now we need somebody who's flight of foot as a runner to run our charge up to the weapon. Anyone, 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 anyone. Do I see you? Come on up. Come on up. All right. I got most of my crew here. Now, I am going to need one more person. Somebody with a loud, commanding voice who commands respect. Maybe somebody like a former service member, police officer, teacher, or, you know, a mother. Anyone interested? Somebody getting, I don't know. Wow. Would you like to do it, sir?
See that right there? We're gonna make believe that's it.
All right. Grab the sword up there.
Really?
There, one of y'all. So, Captain, as you've now been promoted to.
Time for you to get around and load.
All right, so we need to give you a symbol of your authority. This is what you get. I bet everyone wishes now they volunteer. You get a carry this way.
What this should do is should hang on your left side.
And now, you never commanded 18th century gunnery before, have you? No. Okay. I'm still impressed. So, check this out. This right here is your cheat sheet and everything you need to do. And so they're going to get instructions and what they need to do. And so, Captain, whenever you are ready, in your loudest command, you know, dad, whatever voice you can muster, please issue that first command to your soldiers. Gun! Attention! That was good. They're going to snap to, looking straight forward, getting ready to issue command. Now, Captain, let's inspect our troops. Let's look at their implements. Let's look at how they are to wear, if they're battle fatigued, or whatever they need. Yeah. They look worn out. Ooh, that's not good. and we may have replacements later. They're all volunteer crew. All right, so Captain, what do you think?
I think we're ready.
You think you're ready? All right, it's good to have low standards. So, now we do that next command.
Man the piece.
They're going to do a right about face and move their positions onto the weapon. I will also say they're a volunteer crew, and our captain even said that they appear to be worn out. So, all right, with that done, next command.
From right to left. Press.
They're going to step in their position of the weapon. We're getting ready to go through this whole process. Now, here's something to consider. There's going to be debris left in the barrel after we shoot this thing. This is the actual charge we load inside of the gun. There might be pieces of linen burning in there. There might be wood stock, wood there on fire, whatever happens to be. We needed to remove that debris, so we give the command, search piece. Our worm at the front there will take that kind of worm-looking thing, stick it down to the weapon, give it a few twists to remove any debris so we don't accidentally detonate this weapon. Very good. Now you may have to do this not just casually as we are doing today, but under the stress of combat. Oh yeah, this cannonball's bouncing around in this crew. No pressure. All right, next command.
Advance. Fun.
Like I said, there might also be burning embers left in the gun, so we need to extinguish that with a lamp-spool sponge that our volley right there has. When we can't press it all the way down, we spray hot embers on the rest of our crew. So we solve that with
10 vent.
our gunner at the back there is going to take a little thumb stall and cover the vent hole to make sure none of that happens. Very good. Next command.
Sponge piece.
Our Molly is going to go as quickly as she can, sponging this weapon. Come on, Molly, hurry! The rush are coming. Let's go! And she's done. Very good. Next command.
Handle cartridge.
Our runner right here is going to seize your cartridge, your explosives that are here on the side boxes. He's going to put it in his pouch and run as quickly as he can. There we go. Come on, quicker. He's having a nice day, it appears. All right, come back. So, looks like he did what he needed to do. Now, the next command.
Charge piece.
You take the remainder of the charge, place it into the barrel. So we're all in there. Very good. See? Now, next command.
Ram down cartridge.
I'm always going to take the rammer, run it down into the weapon just to make sure that this charge is at the breech so we can actually make it go boom. Alrighty. The ball has completed her job. Next command.
Prime.
Our gunner at the back is going to take a priming wire, stick it down in the vent hole, piercing these 2 pounds of gunpowder that's in here. Then take a powder horn she's got on her. Eventually, she's going to essentially create a trail of gunpowder. Either you can use loose powder for this or priming quills, affecting the top of the quill, just kind of put in there and the gunpowder poured around. Looks like she's doing that now. And all we do have to do is hope we're not raining right now. If it's raining, oh, this is not good. The gun won't really work too well. All right, very good. Next command.
Take aim.
Our guns to the back can take a step out of the weapon so we don't get run over. This thing does recoil about 6 to 8 feet back. All right, so Captain. All right, so let's go aim our weapon. Run up to it. Should look along the barrel and see if we can hit any trees or branches or a swamp down there. All right, we got a few trees. They're British trees. They have to go. Yeah. All right, let's take a step out of the way. We don't want this thing to run us over, do we? Oh, no. All right, so our crew is pretty much ready to fire. Does anybody notice any problems? Oh, what was it? The people in front? Oh, no, they're perfectly safe. Yeah, let's ask them. Hey, Molly. Oh, hello. Joe, what direction is the cannonball going? Are you behind the muzzle? So it's not going to hit her. All right, what direction is this thing recoiling? Yeah. Are you in the way of anything? No. See, there's the thing, right? Nothing can affect them, not the cannonball, not the carriage, so they're actually perfectly safe. Also, our captain here, you've done a lot of math, science, trigonometry, and a lot of estimation to figure out where to put this weapon. When it recoils back, we need to know where to put it, right?
Right.
That's what they're for. So they mark the position where the gun needs to go, then we can make adjustments. But trust me, they're perfectly safe. All right, so any other complaints about our crew? No? All righty, so we're pretty much ready to go. So Captain, I want to take your right hand, grab your sword, make eye contact with your last gun crewman there who's got a piece of burning lin stock. That is getting ready to fire. Raise that sword above your head, lower and get that final command.
Fire!
You hear a loud thunderous boom! Boom! Ha! Riveting, isn't it? So that right there is the whole process to reload this weapon and what you need to do. All right, so we're going to return our implements to our rest of our crew. They did an excellent job. Give it a hand for them. So, I will say, I hope we all didn't think that was it.
It's like, how can you even
That'd be kind of disappointing, wouldn't it? Now, my crew right here is going to get ready to fire this weapon for real. Now, a few things to say about this is I'm feeling the wall, so we're good. If anyone has any sorts of hearing resistant devices or anything like that, I do recommend that you turn them off or turn them down. You're not really going to need this amplified. I'll tell you that. And so, how we're going to do this is I'm going to give a series of commands to reload this weapon. And when I give that final command, so I'm going to give the command to make ready. You're going to see us take a step out of the way of the weapon.
Tamara.
And I want y'all to give that final command. Also, when I say make ready, that's a great time to cover your ears.
Hearing aids.
So it should work. Let's practice. So I'll give the orders when I say make ready. You should say fire. Okay, let's try again. So you're make ready.
Fire!
Very good. I like that. All right, so the rest of my crew is going to get ready. Now, another thing you need to consider is the sound of this, okay? This is about a half a pound of gunpowder we're about to shoot. The real service charge of this thing is 2 full pounds. So think about this, right? What we're about to fire, the real service charge is 4 times louder than this. Oh yeah, and this is going to be loud on its own. All right, so looks like my crew's just about ready. Cover this up, send a signal to the farm, say we're fixing to fire. Get ready. God, attention! Search peace! Clear. Whoa! Victory!
Now I know that why they didn't do it there.
What's that? What they said?
Alrighty, so that right there, is a fantastic sound effect, one of these things going off, right? So what y'all think? Seem pretty good? Oh yeah. See, at Yorktown, you have tons of these things going off over and over again on the battlefield, noise, smoke, all that stuff involved. And so hopefully with that shot right there and a little explanation, you get a little idea how this works. So if y'all have any questions for me and my crew,